What is up, sports bettors? Mike here with some positive EV betting presented by Odds Jam, the premier odds comparison company. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Need all the people we can get up in here, always bringing you content. We're going to be adding more and more as we go along, so be posted for that. I'm going to share my screen with y'all right now, and we're going to jump into some positive EV bets. First thing I want to do is bring you to the attention of the bet tracker. Last night was a very good night, as you see here. I will start with that White Sox game. These are the ones we placed yesterday. The White Sox under 3.5 team total. Guardians on the run line minus 1.5. Matt Olson, player bases. That one was the only one that didn't hit, but the Cardinals team total over 4.5 and the NRFI in this Brewers Dodgers game all hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hit, 1 didn't, 4 and 1, made profit. Also, let me bring you to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bets that we placed yesterday all beat the closing line value. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's happened pretty often here lately, so that is always good. Now, the ultimate is you want to win the bet. Let's face it. If I lose a bet and I beat the closing line value, great. I did my due diligence as a sports bettor and got the best value I can get, but if I lost the bet, I didn't profit anything. So, you take that for what it's worth. It definitely is nice to beat the closing line value. But again, if you don't beat the closing line value and you win that bet, that should make you feel a little bit better. So let's go to the positive EV page. As we recap, also want to point out 4-1 in our MLB bets last night, not only in the positive EV bets, but in our baseball bets in general last night. 4-1. So that was awesome, including our two-leg parlay. Little two-leg parlay with the Dodgers and the Astros on the money line. Bam. Cashed out. Okay, let's jump into the recommended filters. So I want to show you here. You click on filters. Obviously, I've got these set on default, but you'd click on filters. You'll have this little option here for recommended filters. This little tab, little button thing here. You're going to click on that to turn on the recommended filters. Now, I've got the recommended filters on, so these are going to be my best of the best in terms of bets and winning. Looks like we've got an NRFI in this Kansas City and Tampa Bay game tonight. Now, here's the question. Patino's on the mound. I thought I saw, and maybe is it tomorrow that McClanahan I thought was supposed to pitch this game. No, that's tomorrow he will be pitching. So I was wrong there. So an NRFI in the Royals Rays, I'm going to stay away from that bet. I am, however, going to take the NRFI in the Brewers Dodgers game. Minus 128 on FanDuel. Pinnacle's pricing it at minus 162. Fair odds, once you take the juice out, is minus 146. 25 cents a market width. That's within range. And we click on this play. What do we got going on here? Well, as you can see here, lines are already changing now. Minus 125 is your best play on Bet Rivers or Barstool. Nowhere else is going to give you better than minus 130, minus 150, minus 145, minus 150. So you can see some line discrepancy, and you can see we're maximizing our value here. So let's add an NRFI in the Brewers Dodgers game. Hit last night. Yes, different pitching matchup, but Corbin Burns is on the mound tonight. So I think we can expect Milwaukee to handle their end. And the Milwaukee themselves aren't necessarily a high scoring first inning team. So if they can shut the Dodgers down, which I think Burns will in that first inning, we should be good to go. Now, I'm going to refresh and see, because these change all the time. So I want to refresh and see if anything else pops up out here. Looks like we got an NRFI in the Rangers A's game as well. Logan Dunning going for them. A couple of guys with high ERAs. But let's take a look for NRFIs. Where do the A's and the Rangers rank? Well, believe it or not, the Rangers 63 NRFIs this season, right? So that goes to show you right there that the NRFI oftentimes for Texas is a go. What about Oakland? Well, for Oakland, 57 NRFI, 59 YRFI. So that's kind of hit or miss there. But I mean, it's almost 50-50, right? So you can't look at that and say, well, the YRFI just hits a lot for Oakland. Well, not much, not much more than an NRFI. So let's go with two bad teams struggling and continuing to struggling. Now let's look at the value. Plus 100, minus 116 is what Pinnacle prices it for. Minus 106 is fair odds for this play, and we're going to look at this play right now. You can already see that plus 100. The value's dropping like crazy on that. So these are bets you want to get in immediately as lines continue to change on these things day in and day out. Anything else that I am looking at tonight? Obviously, the Brewers tonight, I do think that is a possibility to roll with, but taking them on the run line, very, very risky for me. Plus 188, there's a reason that it's plus 188. Not really one that I'm looking to hit, so I'll refresh one more time, see if anything else pops up that I really, really like. But the goal with a lot of these are if you were to bet 100 of these, you should expect a profit over time. So keep that in mind. Well, look, here's a team total for the Padres over 5.5. Plus 120 on Caesars. Plus 102 is what Pinnacle prices it at. Fair odds are plus 109. Looks like on this play, you're not going to find any better than plus 110 on it. We can get plus 120. Washington's terrible. Anibal Sanchez is on the mound for Washington tonight. So let's roll with the Padres to light him up, and we'll put a unit on that. Now, I'm going to shut these recommended filters off. I'm going to refresh my page. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I've got everything set at what I want. We're going baseball, date range, today, league. You know what league we're going to, the MLB. So we click on MLB, sportsbooks, all of them, percentage, minimum percentage. We'll do a minimum of 3%. Maximum odds, we got it plus 150 right now, market width 35 cents. So that is what we're rolling with there. And as you see, only two plays coming up, and one of them, ironically, is that NRFI that we saw in the Rays-Royals game. They're really wanting us to take this, aren't they? I'm going to pass on that, but I'm going to drop this to 2%. See if we can get some more plays that come up. Yeah, here's a couple. Wilson Contreras on his over player bases. I think I'll roll with this. Plus 115 on points bet, minus 104 is what Pinnacle prices to play at. Fair odds are plus 110. One book will give you plus 110. That's FanDuel, and everywhere else not giving you plus odds. Let's roll with that as well. So that's all that's really out there right now. That's all I'm looking to hit. So let's take a look at what I added. I added Wilson Contreras over 1.5 player bases, plus 115 on points bet. I added the Padres over 5.5 team total, plus 120 on Caesars. I added an NRFI in the Rangers A's game, plus 100 on Bet Rivers. And I added an NRFI in the Brewers-Dodgers game, minus 128 on FanDuel. So those are my bets. Choose to tail them if you want. Had a good day yesterday all around, so keep that in mind. Are we due to be faded tonight? I don't know. I had like 3 or 4 good nights in a row, so take that for what you will. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm not gonna have a bad night tonight. I'm gonna do well tonight. Confident in my bets. Confident in where I'm putting my money at, and let's make some money, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and tune into any of our live streams or content that we put out, please. And don't forget about oddsjam.com. Go there, start your 7-day free trial. It's free. Peace.